Hello, I have a huge absence to explain, and I'll be happy to explain that with you. So starting with what happened in Atlanta. If you don't already know, you will now. I was arrested in Atlanta, Georgia at Import Alliance, and it was pretty unjustified. Before I go into this, I want to go ahead and say if you haven't watched Import Alliance 3, go watch that. That will catch you up to speed on where we are about to begin in this video. So go catch that in the link in the description down below called Catch Up Here, and it'll have the link to that video. Go watch that, come back here, and you'll be good to go. So what happened is essentially I had a panic attack. The officer confronted me, and then I stepped out of the vehicle and I kind of like looked around because he walked away. There were no other officers there. So I began to walk away. I got to the driver's side taillight of that Miata that I was in, and everyone just kind of started pressing up on the car for whatever reason. I still don't know why, but between already being somewhat anxious with how things were going down at that meet, people were acting crazy. With things, how they were going, and then having, you know, over $2,000 worth of camera equipment in one hand, and people are like pushing up on me and shit, I just got overloaded, freaked out, had a panic attack, and booked it to the other side of the parking lot. I didn't leave the parking lot at all. I booked it to the other side of the parking lot to kind of decompress and calm down, and I'm standing there, and a police officer comes off of the main road, through the grass, and into the parking lot. He drove his car through that, and he tells me that I need to quit running. I'm confused, anxious, you know, I'm feeling 10 million different emotions, but at that point I'm like, hold on, whoa, got the wrong guy. So I put my camera down, I do everything they tell me to do. They tell me to get on the ground, kick my shoes off with my feet, put my hands behind my back. They handcuff me, and they ask me if I have any drugs on me. Obviously I don't. All I had on me was my cell phone in my front right pocket, not that you can see that, and I had my wallet in my back left-hand pocket. So they take those out, they don't find anything else on me, and they take my driver's license out of my wallet, and they're like, is this a real license? I'm like, yes, sir. And they were looking at an Indiana license, and we're all the way out in Georgia. So they're questioning if it's a real license. I told them, yes, I can recite the information on it. You can run my license. Everything that I tell you and everything on the license is going to line up perfectly. So you don't have any arrests, no warrants for your arrest, no tickets, no outstanding tickets, nothing. Told them there's nothing on my license. I have a clean slate. They can do what they want. They're not going to find anything on me. I have nothing to hide. And they do exactly that, and they come back and they tell me, well, you're probably going to jail tonight. And I asked why, but they wouldn't tell me. So the officer that pressed charges, the officer that arrested me, and the officer that actually took me to jail were three different people. And then the fourth one that was running all my shit was, so there were pretty much four officers involved. The officer that took me to his car takes me to his car. Well, the officer that took me to jail takes me to his car. And I'm explaining everything to him, and he tells me that I'm being arrested for 2 counts of obstruction of justice. That is what the officer that pressed charges on me pretty much put everything at. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, dude, I didn't even do anything. And I wasn't being a dick about it, but I was definitely like panicking in a way. And when we got to the jailhouse, he took the charges down from 2 counts of obstruction of justice to 2 counts of disorderly conduct, which really helped things out a lot. So I'm in jail. I had to borrow $2,300 to get out of jail that night, and they didn't release me until 6:30 in the morning, which sucked entirely. I went to the show the next day. I did not film at all. I was so disgruntled and unmotivated and pissed off from the events of the previous night that I did not want anything to do with a camera at that point. You know, add being arrested and anticipating a court date that's falling into finals week that the city of McDonough won't change. I called them and asked them, I'm like, hey, I've got finals. Is there any way that I can change this court date? And I did this like a week after I got arrested. They told me that they would not change the date. So, you know, I was dealing with that. I actually had to miss a final exam because I had to go to Georgia. My grade took a pretty bad hit. I went to court on May the 2nd. That's when my trial was. I spoke with the prosecutor. She was very intrigued about the case because she had, you know, and in this police report, it explains that I just blatantly eluded the police. And then she's got this blank sheet of paper with my name and some of my personal information on it, with no tickets, no arrest, no prior charges, nothing. It's literally a blank piece of paper. She asked me what had happened. I told her what happened, but what didn't make sense, if it was for the reasons that I thought it was, which was if everybody at Import Alliance saw me run and then sees the police let me go, they're gonna think that they can get away with it. I totally understand that aspect of things. But if that was why, all they had to do was take me, they could have taken me to jail and then just dropped me off at the front, giving me all my shit out of the front seat. They're like, come call your friends, tell them to come pick you up. If I see you out again, we will arrest you and you will spend the night in jail. Thankfully, the prosecutor agreed with me that the entire thing was unjust. She talked to the judge. He also agreed. The whole case gets dismissed. But that's basically been my absence. I've been very wrapped up in my freelance work as well as my corporate work. And the sun that I was trying to dodge is back. One of my own little hiatus to kind of take a step back and really think about, is this what I want to do? Even after this just happened, do I want to continue doing this? Essentially is what I asked myself. But I also wanted to take a step back and kind of reevaluate, is this how I want to continue doing things if I do keep doing this? And over the past 2 months, I've been studying more about camera work and filmmaking and cinematography, that I want to really change how I'm doing these videos. You'll still see car videos, but you're gonna see a lot more vlogs too, and kind of what goes on with my life outside of YouTube. I want to be more transparent and inclusive with you guys, and it's time to start doing that. This hiatus was very much needed, but as of right now, to ease myself back into this, we will do 1 video a week. I feel like that is fair, at least, but to also put them at the new quality standard that I am creating within myself. I've spent a lot of time analyzing composition and stuff, like I said, and I really want to show what I've been doing in my professional work, not only through my videos, but within the videos themselves. So, like I said, you're going to see a lot more different kinds of content. Hopefully you guys don't mind. You're going to be meeting the people that are in my life and more of what I do beyond just car videos. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, it helps out a lot. And if you're not a subscriber of the channel, subscribe if you like the videos and if you want to be along with this journey. Peace out. I'll see you guys later.